Pills, you may want to try to get a consult a lawyer, nigga. Like you don't know what the fuck she may do again, and I'm just telling you from my past and dealing with shit, man. You may want to look at a lawyer and just get some legal opinion or consultation before you do any motherfucking thing. I'm just telling you, man. Nobody else gonna tell you this shit. I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. I wouldn't fuck with it at all. I'll leave this shit alone. Leave these niggas alone. Do your cooking shit, whatever else, and wait for them to say shit. And every time she says some shit about you, I'll screen record it or whatever as proof against it. I would say shit else about fuck her, fuck Rev G, fuck all of them. Because all they doing, Pills, is they waiting on you to say some shit like you threatening their life or some shit so they can go report your ass. That's all, and call the police. That's all they doing. This stuff made for you.
Wait, what'd you say, Chad?
When was this phone call made, man? I ain't got that much time. When was this phone call made?
I don't even know.
It was in December or January. Niggas fucking May. What we crying about? What we crying about, bro? It's May right now. What we crying about? You ain't been arrested, have you?
Man, bro.
Have you been arrested?
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Now, this is all that I know that she done did.
Recently. Do you got any new charges?
Nigga, man, look, I just told you, man. I'm God's favorite, you know. But, man, she ain't got nothing on me, man.
So what we crying about then, nigga?
Because, nigga, if you found out somebody called the police on you, you wouldn't go live and check. Really, I'm gonna be honest with you, Chad. I wanted her to hit the link and I wanted to curse the bitch out. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay, well, you know she ain't gonna do that now, so go on and get the cursing out there. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you ain't been touched. Them niggas ain't came and picked your ass up like they did before, right?
Hell no.
But what we crying about then, nigga? Fuck that shit. Move on, hell. It is what it is. Shit, I'll holler at y'all later.
Oh, you gonna just say that and leave?
Anti-Afro Spingalies. Well, we opened with two very solid pieces of advice. And can you believe one comes from Dempsey D. Durrell, who claims I don't want to say his name. I don't like to say his name. He loves to say my name. He can't forget my name because he was in the same boat as Pillsbury. He was the one who was initiating attacks and wouldn't listen. So he suffered some legal consequences, as he should have. Then you have the crying and the whining, and you had Chad T coming on and telling him, you're acting ridiculous. Well, you heard what he said. I don't need to repeat what he said. This is the reason that Pillsbury is crying. He's trying to curry favor and act like a victim because others were listening who don't know the story. And this is why he's bringing this up now, acting as if he's been victimized, he's been blindsided. Pills, stop playing, you're not blindsided. But let others tell you exactly what happened. There is history here. And we're going to revisit that history. I will never stop revisiting that history because when you stay silent in these circumstances, you have a whole new scenario that is developed, which is villain becomes innocent victim. And that is a scenario we're not going to let fly. That doesn't mean every time somebody says something that we don't like or don't agree with, we're going to jump up and do videos and pass receipts around. But I think it's significant enough for us to make sure history is revisited. Factual history is revisited. It's amazing how those want to open their mouths as if they are brand new to a situation. They start asking questions as if they don't know the answers. Photon. What is the reason you haven't gone to the TikTok yourself? I believe you have gone to the TikTok. I do not believe that Photon has not gone to the TikTok that is being used to try to say someone is a pedo. And I'm not even going to mention the name because I'm not going to associate in this particular video because that's going off the beaten track. I'm just highlighting as an example. You know good and well what you're doing. You're doing the same thing Pills is doing. If you're doing it for content, fine. But if we're going to provide information, we're going to provide the facts. And that's what we provided. The fact that other people get pissed about it is not our concern because they want a forum unfettered to spread lies. Now, if they want to develop the forum or they're allowed to have a forum with lies unfettered, they can do that. But if they're asking us to give input, we're just going to give our input. They're trying to shut down Stargate. They only want one side of the coin being shown. So we're going to be listening to History Revisited. We can revisit history as often as we would like to revisit history. We're not going to allow anyone to rewrite history. Facts are facts. Listen, folks, just hang on to get some feedback, and I will come back with a final word. Stay tuned, and I will return.
If this ain't about the most caring shit I done ever heard in my motherfucking life. Like, what the fuck? Over. And can somebody even provide me a clip of when I so-called threatened this woman? Like, can I get... So you can just call the police and say whatever to try to... I don't know if you trying to get my house swatted or you put me up on charges. Either way it go. Talking about stolen shit from Social Security. Talking about like I'm trying to figure this out. And then Rev G, Rev G, hit the link, bro. Rev G, hit the link. Because I'm gonna be honest, because it's like you particularly been trying to clout chase for like the last couple weeks now. You've been trying to clout chase like the past couple weeks. You know, for a man that we have pictures of his wife and his kids.
That's her motive. If she didn't feel threatened, I mean, the police is there to serve and protect. And if she's calling 911 and it's a non-emergency, I mean, I think it's just a disgrace to just waste taxpayer dollars as well as the police's time. I'm wondering, because I didn't really listen to the engagement that they were doing, is what did he ask? Did he ask her, what do you want me to do? What do you want us to do? Do you want us to pull up on him? Do you want us to touch him? Like, what was her objective? They just don't move on a kind of just a random person calling the police and just making a claim like that. So that go back and ask you guys, what was her intention? What was her motive of what did she want the police to do? The Las Vegas police to do? What was her objective of it? Just to talk about you to them?
All right, well, we got Stargate on the panel. What's up? Shout out to the Queen Stargate. You there?
Like I said, there was no reason to go against them. Like when you was doing all your, your big one, right? It can sound threatening, in the moment. So she was doing what she needed to do to protect herself. Like you going against them because Triggs drama and other people didn't want you to fuck with her. And they was bullying you not to fuck with her. You can't. Everybody that fuck with Triggs, look what happens to them. Oh, like shit. You was going at them. That you put me backstage, right? I didn't drop. So my thing is I told you, Pills, that when you going at people for other people, that's a bad look, bro. Like you didn't have to go at her like that. You really didn't. Now, I didn't call the cops on you, but if she has to call the cops on you because she do feel threatened, you fucking with people who actually doing illegal shit, like getting information. Like, why would you even fuck around and play with shit like that? Why would you even put that shit in the atmosphere? Thing is, Pills, like I said, what I need you to do is understand that if somebody wants to call the cops to protect themselves, you can't be fucking around with people who actually threaten to delete women. Like, why would you listen to a nigga like that? He actually threatened to delete women.
People over here really dead ass be trying to rewrite history. It's a fact. Motherfuckers be trying to act like they wasn't like doing certain stuff, and then when people bark back at them, it's like, oh, I can't believe they did that. Why would you do that? Ah! And then we running like 13-hour streams and shit. Like, I thought she was a boss. I thought she was a goon. Like, I thought she was just out here just, bullying up and shit. Like, the fuck you crying for, right? Like, it's just always funny till it's you. Discussing it, and what I found to be interesting was like the fake outrage. Everybody was like, I can't believe she would do that. Why would she do that? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, but yeah, y'all was doing far worse. Like, that ass. Like, let's not pretend that y'all wasn't calling down to the California prosecutor's office and putting innocent random ass women in jeopardy. And then when y'all was like addressed about the situation, y'all was like, oh, well, there has to be casualties and blah, 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 blah. Like, let's not pretend that that didn't happen. Let's not act like y'all wasn't calling Rev G's wife's businesses and y'all wasn't reaching out to Rev G's jobs and shit. And like, let's not pretend like y'all wasn't in reverse doing the same shit. And it's like, well, that's not the same as calling the feds and calling CPS and whatever. It's not the same as calling the feds. And it's like, but it actually is. Like, it really is. It's all the same shit, right? You trying to have somebody lose their career. You fucking up people's livelihoods. You mess with people's public image. It was people talking on the sector talking about some, oh, well, you know, if we can affect their public image because their image is all that they have. Like, it's like, come on. Like, y'all was dead ass out here willy-nilly just fucking with people, doxing people, stalking people, harassing people, bothering people, threatening people with violence. Like, and motherfuckers were supposed to just take that shit on the chin. But then when AFW decide to light that ass up, it's like, oh, I cannot believe that one would do such a thing to me. Because, like, that is, you know, it's just horrible. It's just repulsive. I cannot believe it, darling. Like, it's like, no, get the fuck out of here. Like, and I found it interesting because Stargate got up on his panel and she checked that shit. Like, she was like, yo, like, let's not pretend like niggas wasn't threatening people. Let's not pretend that y'all wasn't calling jobs, fucking with people, harassing people, doxing people. He's supposed to just take abuse because you said we're supposed to take abuse. And that's the problem. Bullies love to bully till they get popped in the motherfucking mouth. And then when you pop them in their mouth, then they want to, I can't believe. And then we got dumbasses jumping on him. You can't record the FBI. Why can't you? Yes, you can. You actually can record the FBI as long as it's not a private, intimate setting where they're initiating contact with you. You can. But this is why you need to know your laws. This is why you need to know your rights. This is why you need to know what's what. You motherfuckers think that the stalking, the doxing, the harassing is cute until it's not. When T. Creed was attacking me, was doxing me and stalking me, harassing me, when they was calling ACS and transcripts and all that shit, like, fuck out of here. Ain't nobody has shit to say about that shit. Ain't nobody has shit to say when motherfuckers was selling stars to off herself and off her kids and that people would, like, nah, y'all motherfuckers crossed the line so many goddamn times. But then when a motherfucker bark back, it's a fucking problem. Fuck out of here. And now motherfuckers is running panels. They running sneak panels. They running full-blown panels. They running diss panels. They running bullying panels. Like, they just wilding the fuck out. You threatening people. You doing this, you doing that. And you stalking families and whatever. Nah, we ain't going. So the moment it's like, oh, well, you know what? You want to fuck around, you can find out too. Like, you ain't just gonna threaten me and my family and think that we just G's and I'm not supposed to say nothing. I'm not supposed to do nothing. I'm just supposed to be a pussy. Now, Anti was well within her right. At first, I was kind of like, well, Anti, I don't know, girl. But then when I looked into what was happening, I said, well, she ain't wrong. Fuck around and find out. Keep your motherfucking mouth off of people and their families. And that's on period. And she can do whatever fuck she want to do. Because y'all out here doing shit to us. Y'all out here stalking us, doxing us, harassing us, blah, blah, blah. Now, Star was 100% right about that shit. Fuck around and find out. Because all bullshit aside, I could personally attest to the fact that the motherfucker came for me and I didn't do shit to him. It was queen. Motherfuckers told him to go against me and he went against me. And that's the same shit Star was saying to him. Like, motherfucker, you went against Anti because these corny ass motherfuckers told you to. Or not even that you went against her, not even that you can't have your own opinion, your own thoughts, your own views, but like you vocally and actively was like trying to shit on her and then started threatening her and thought that shit was just gonna fly. And you just thought that she just had to do what you wanted her to do. Fuck out of here. Everybody ain't your pushover.
the villains are the ones who claim to be the good guys. And no pun intended. Those who are speaking about the Social Security Administration information stuff never happened are ones who were behind receiving the information because they keep telling on themselves. Well, now, basically, old boy was calling for us to hit the link in order to get back into the good graces of the so-called sector. It was a setup. And no way in hell was I'm going to hit the link and mess up my day.
He's trying to garner the pages for Bengali, Rev G, me, and Kip because he and Drama got information and their life got real touched in real life by going when they were being controlled and puppet mastered by Triggs.
Right.
Triggs puppet mastered
information. Who pulled up his information? DJ Drama that pulled up his information.
Yeah, and
did a
Drama
live stream and had
Drama
all his goofy ass friends in his chat cheering him on, watching the shit,
fucking with Triggs,
engaging with him.
Absolutely.
Like, oh, don't do that, but they was watching it with their eyes open. You know,
Pill's life got Pill's life could have went down the tube. It had Pill's not had a change of heart and realized that fucking with Drama and Triggs caused him issues too. And like I told Pills today, don't forget that, you know, you fell out with them fucking with Drama and Triggs and trying to either impress them or garner support, or, you know, Pills probably thought that he was gonna, I mean, listen, he did blow up by going after them, but I think at this point, Pills realized how talented he is without going on no fake beef with the Bengalis or the AFWs and Rev Gs, that really wasn't even necessary for him to do that.
Have any paperwork of AS calling the boys in Wyoming on slander?
She should continue to call the police. What about the people calling up? What about the people all involved in the Social Security scandal, stealing people personal information and passing it, disseminating it around the sector? We got all that. Nobody's talking about that no more. The same people that getting up here doing that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? They have done all that and more, you know? So if they want to, now they want to go back to their games and play their game. Let's play Monopoly. Let's play Wheel of Fortune. You know, all this kind of stuff, all this old crazy shit. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I'm telling you, man, these people are despicable, man. They despicable. Yeah, we talk about people calling the police, but we had a whole policeman over here doxing people, looking people up. We had all that going on.
Like law enforcement, probation.
But they're trying to come as Bengali for talking to the police. Who cares? Y'all stealing information. Supposed to talk to the police. Supposed to do that.
AAS has made it clear, if you mess with her, she'll go to the authorities. She does not equivocate.
What do you think they're supposed to do?
Makes it clear.
What do you think they're supposed to do? When they was running around here doxing everybody, putting everybody information all on the big screen, it was all ha, 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 he, all just laughter. It's laughter. But now when the table is turned, now is, what you talking about, Willis? What you doing that for? Why you doing this? Cupid's this, Cupid's that. And you know, I'm telling them, I've been busy where I can't get up and go finish the rest of this stuff. See, y'all guys are really just reminding me of what I really need to be doing. I do not care what these people think of me. But when you gonna understand, when you come messing with me and come bothering my family for no reason, expect the worst. These people are not smart, man. I'm telling you, they are some really dummies. They really are dummies.
Yeah, they're really stupid, aren't they? They're some really dumbass people. They really are. It's amazing how stupid they are.
I just want to add a few more things because this video was the original video I was working on. Then I had to detour to make sure I was getting the point across loud and clear about the threats. I'm going to add my comments, though, onto another video because this video has run, I think it's over 20 minutes at this point. So look for part 2 to go along with this video. And always never forget to heed the warning. Buyer beware.